1v1?
Turn it up.
Bose's latest power move has the tennis community in a frenzy. Instead of the top players who were anticipated, they headed straight to Coco Gauff. We are not talking about a haphazard suggestion here, we are talking about a strategic partnership that shows where.
That's out.
All that sound from this is crazy.
Crazy.
To be honest, though, do you think Bose made the right choice in this case, or should they have gone with someone else? Let me know in the comments. Alright, how are things going for everyone? Your friend is here to provide you with a comprehensive overview of the current state of the professional tennis industry. It's not the drama or rumors that matter, but the actual economic transactions. Because in the end, what sets great players apart financially are brand alliances and endorsements. It's what separates individuals who are just playing tennis from others who are using their names to build real business empires. This context is really important. So let's talk about Bose for a moment. Bose is neither a tiny startup or obscure audio brand. We are talking about one of the most respected producers of audio equipment in the world. They have been around for a long time. They have credibility. They are renowned for their excellent quality. They sponsor important events. They work with elite athletes. When Bose decides to endorse someone with their name and money, they are making a significant statement about who they think will be the future of their sport. This is what happened just now. A recent commercial for Bose's new SoundLink Plus portable speaker, which is a part of the Citrus collection, featured Ben Shelton and Coco Gauff. The two athletes were wearing bright yellow to promote this speaker to the globe. That might seem like simply another random corporate alliance at first glance. Advertisements often feature athletes. For example, in professional sports. However, this is where things start to get interesting. Bose selected more than 2 players. Ben Shelton and Coco Gauff were their choices. Additionally, many are unaware of the significance of that choice. Think about the professional tennis scene for a moment. You have famous superstars. Some athletes have won Grand Slams, Masters competitions, and years of dominance in the sport. Your well-known brands have been sought after by sponsors for decades. There are players that are well-known around the world, have won tournaments, and have previously made great sums of money. Those players are usually the focus of sponsors. Those are the safe bets. These sportsmen have a history of bringing attention to anything they come into contact with. Bose, however, decided against going with the traditional course. Their pursuit of Coco is the move that has everyone in the tennis community talking at the moment. Why would a major corporation like Bose pick someone who is still in the early stages of her career development over more seasoned players? Because they have the ability to notice things that the old guard cannot. They see the future of professional tennis. They keep an eye on the market's trajectory. They track demographic trends. They can see engagement indicators. Because they see the Coco Gauff movement as the future of women's tennis in particular, they want to be associated with it. Let's now look at what makes Coco such a valuable endorsement partner. She is really young. She is incredibly talented. She has been triumphing in significant contests. She represents the future generation of American tennis greatness, which is why she has won the Grand Slam. She is popular all around the world. She has a clear voice. She can be sold. She uses social media frequently. More people than just tennis fans find her appealing. People are eager to see Coco play. Moreover, not every professional athlete, even those at the highest levels, fits that criteria. However, this is where things get even more fascinating. Bose did not sign Coco to perform a single commercial and call it a day. This partnership is lawful. This is consistent with the brand. Coco Gauff is beginning to represent Bose's audio products in the tennis arena. That is not the same as working in one place. This entails positioning her as the company's ambassador, spokesperson, and embodiment of Bose's principles. And that kind of cooperation has a significant benefit. We might be discussing millions of dollars, depending on the terms of the agreement. Now let's talk about the consequences for the players that Bose did not choose. So there are definitely some hurt egos right now. Some well-known tennis players have played the sport for a longer period of time than Coco. Some athletes have won more Grand Slams than others. A few of your guys have more tournament victories. Some gamers have accumulated more rewards. But after weighing all the options, Bose said, "No, we're going with Coco." That is an assertion. In essence, Bose is expressing to the tennis world that they think Coco's appeal and trajectory are more valuable than the legacy of some other players. The irony practically writes itself here. Coco wasn't ready for this level of notoriety. Everyone who questioned her capacity to handle the pressure of winning a Grand Slam at such a young age said as much. Everyone who had doubts about her and wanted her to struggle or fail. Now, a major international brand effectively says that she is the future. It is worthwhile to invest in her. She ought to be featured in a commercial that will be seen by millions of people across multiple countries and platforms. This also sends a message about how businesses are thinking about sports endorsements in 2026. They consider more than just past successes. More than simply tournament records are being examined. They are looking at trajectory. They are taking marketability into account. They are attempting to determine who will be interesting and significant in 5 years. They are investigating who appeals to the intended audience. They are looking for someone who can transcend their sport and become a cultural icon. At the moment, Coco is highly prized. She is already moving beyond tennis and the world of athletics as a result. She is already becoming well known in society. Another notable aspect of this commercial is Ben Shelton's appearance. So let's talk about him for a while. He is yet another promising young American athlete. He has sponsorship deals with renowned brands like Onyangs and Rolex. As a result, Bose is clearly connecting with the youth tennis movement in the United States. They are portraying themselves as the brand that appeals to younger consumers. They have nothing against the young, talented Americans who will shape sports in the future. It's clever branding. That's being conscious of the market. But this is what will drive people insane. The major actors that were overlooked are starting to become less important. The world continues. When a corporation like Bose makes a decision like this, it's a clear indication that the future belongs to people like Coco and Ben rather than the older generation as the market changes and new faces appear. It's also a public affirmation that the torch is being handed. That is the real suffering of this circumstance for anyone who was not chosen. From a business perspective, this makes perfect sense for Bose. Their objective is to become the next big thing in tennis audio. Young, gifted athletes who are thriving, growing, and leaving a lasting legacy are what they want to connect with. Their goal is to lead the next tennis revolution. Furthermore, partnering with Coco Gauff is akin to making a bet on the future. It's not only a reaction to the current situation, it's a sensible long-term strategy. Think about the location as well. This commercial highlights a portable speaker from the Citrus line with a bright yellow look. Both Ben and Coco are youthful, energetic, and vibrant. It is a fantastic fit for the brand. Bose isn't trying to come out as established and mature in this instance. They are making an effort to look fresh, modern, and compatible with the future of sports. That is intentional. It's a calculated move. For this ad, Coco is the perfect face. As a result, let's also consider how this impacts Coco's whole brand portfolio. She has substantial sponsorships already. She dresses in New Balance apparel. She has a keen eye for rackets and strings. She has Miu for upscale fashion items. She wears Rolex timepieces. In addition to her Ray-B band brand for eyewear, she currently sells Bose audio products. This is how an empire is built. In this way, young athletes become global brands. You work with large companies that want to be associated with your brand's future and reputation. Coco is doing better than the majority of gamers who are twice your age. The commercial itself, which shows both athletes in vivid yellow, will grab attention. It will never be forgotten. It is not the same. The standard corporate sponsorship film does not put people to sleep. It's fun. It is quite energetic. It's the exact type of material that will garner attention outside of conventional advertising channels, experience viral moments, and have social media samples shared. The value that Bose is offering is not necessarily quantifiable. Now let's talk about how this will affect tennis sponsorships in the future. If Bose chooses to invest in Coco Gauff as their primary tennis representative, other businesses will take notice. They will see the success of this collaboration, they'll watch the engagement and reach. They will learn that Coco is more than just a talented tennis player. They will want to invest money in her as well. Other important partnerships that Coco hadn't even considered yet could result from just one sponsorship deal. The haters are definitely incensed about this at the moment. They are probably searching for justifications for this decision's illogic. They are probably providing explanations. They are probably pointing to players who have won more tournaments or Grand Slams, not understanding that sponsorships for tennis nowadays are determined by factors other than achievements. They are related to your identity, goals, and brand values. Coco currently excels in each of the three areas. It's also important to acknowledge that Bose had other choices. They might have been sponsored by a well-known player. They chose to go with the future rather than someone who is already well known throughout the world among older audiences. They moved with vigor. They chose youth. They chose a player who exemplifies the top tennis players of the future. After evaluating the circumstances and declaring, "We want to grow with this player," Bose's management essentially made that decision. "We want to be a part of her journey as she continues to acquire majors and leave her mark." Furthermore, the Citrus Collection's SoundLink Plus portable speaker commercial is excellent marketing. It's not a boring suggestion. It is an endorsement of a lifestyle. Ben and Coco are depicted in bright yellow, which stands for energy, optimism, and modernism. It's more than just a boring tech piece. The audio equipment is marketed as contemporary and stylish. It essentially means that the target market for Bose audio products is the young, active, athletic generation that is sweeping the globe. Coco Gauff is the perfect person to embody that message. Furthermore, Coco is shown in the sponsorship as more than just an